Hello friends, today we are going to cover strings in Python. So let's start our collab. So I have already opened collab here. So we'll go to file and then click on new notebook. So beauty about collab is that you don't need to install Python on your machine. It runs Python in cloud. So what we are going to do is here we'll name it as Python underscore video 2 and we'll call it as strings. Okay, let's start. Strings in Python. Okay,
it's 3:30.
so the strings are basically collection of characters. Let's define a string called as I am learning Python with no IT with Radhe. Okay, this is my string. If I want to print this string, I will just say print and str. Okay, and it will print it. So it's printing it. Now I will this is not a part of the strings, but let's do the input thing. So str, let's say a underscore str is equal to input let's try this. And we say a b c d. Okay, and let's now print a underscore str. Okay, it's automatically giving you the prompt using IntelliSense and it's working fine. So this is the scan thing we call scanning thing. Another thing very important, guys, for doing string, for doing operations with the string, you need to know about methods. First of all, yesterday we covered function, the inbuilt functions, not the user defined one. Inbuilt function called print and len. Okay, this is the two things which we covered. Now we are going to discuss about methods. So what are methods? Okay, methods are like they have object as argument. Methods have object as argument and they are specific to some data type. Okay, so methods are always specific to some data type. So let's say, for example, I will say, let's say a method called find. Okay, method is always written as like dot find. We write like this. Why we write like this? Because method should always come after a variable of a certain data type. So normally method is defined after dot operator on variable of specific data type related to that method. That's the difference between method and functions, guys. So it's pretty clear. Length, print, you just say print str. Okay, it will print for you. You don't need to add a dot in front of it. So that's why this is a function. But when you say str, that's the variable name. Variable name is str. It's a string variable of type string. So for a string type of variable, there is a method. It's particular to that data type only, that is string. What's the method? Method is called find. Let's say find. In the find, if you want to find a particular word called Python and print it, it's giving me that I am learning Python with Know It with Radhe, Know IT with Radhe, or Know It with Radhe, you can call it whatever you like. So it's the 14th index. So when you say 1 2 3 4 5 6 and the 14th index is Python. Always remember guys, when it counts from 1. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Okay, but when you want to do when it counts from 0. But if you say them that how many, what's the length is always counted from 1. So I will write here for you here. So length, and there is another method. Let's do like this: length and length. To find the length of particular string, we use a length function. Length function is used and it counts from 0. So length is basically simple things, it's addition. So it counts from 1, not 0. Okay, number 1. But to find the position of particular word in string, it counts from 0. This you need to remember guys. So if I say length of str, and let's say a underscore str, it will be what? It will be, tell me guys, 4, right? So it should be 4. But now if I say what you will find a word, sorry, a letter, a character b in a underscore str, what will be my answer? My answer will be error. So it won't be error because find is always using dot operator. I forgot, and now it says me 1. Why 1? Because this is 0 and this is 1. Okay, let me write this, that whole length of a underscore str, and this will give you 4. So this is the difference, right? To find the position of particular word in string, it starts from 0, and it's very normal thing, it's pretty understandable. Now what we are going to do is, we understood what is the use of function find, right? Now we are going to do Arefine. So Arefine. Today we are not going to use this text, so to maintain the uniformity we are going to use this code thing, and from tomorrow onwards we will use the text. Okay, so here we will be using commands today. Now in order to find the last occurrence of a particular word, how do you do that? So find is just finding the first occurrence, okay? But to find the last occurrence, what you are going to do, let's say if some word is repeated, let's define b underscore str is equal to how are you, I am fine, how about you? Okay, that's it. Let's say this is a string and we define it. Okay, so this is defined. I don't know, because I think we defined already the okay, let's try another thing. A B C D, A B C D E F, and then we say A B C D. We are just learning now, so no need to be okay. Something is wrong, guys, right now. Let me do this one. This is working, this is also working. Let's define, let's not do this one, let's say BSTR. And okay, oh sorry, I need to print this. Okay, I forgot. So just we print this and then we say BSTR, and then it's printing. It should print it. Okay, now it's printing. Okay, now guys listen. So what happens now? BSTR dot find ABCD. What it will do? ABCD was it what? And now we say BSTR dot find A B C D. If I add a letter R, that's from reverse find. From what happens? 12. It gives me 12, and this one, it will give me? It's giving me. It gives me 0. Now 0 means it starts from 0 here, and this one is 12 because you can easily count, and it's number 12. From 0 you count and you till reach 12. So to find this one is to find the last occurrence of word. We are using method called Arefine. Let's always write like this, Arefine, so you will always remember. Okay, another thing, this is simple. I don't need to write about this. Okay, another thing, another function is called, oh sorry, another function is called, what is this called? It's a count method, not a function. BSTR dot count, and what it will count? ABCD. Let's just write it and let's see what answer we are getting. Okay, it's giving me 3 because ABCD is occurring thrice. 1, 2 and 3, thrice it's occurring. So this is what the count method is. Sometimes when you don't have a computer in front of you, you won't be able to easily differentiate based on knowing what's based on the words like count, length. What's the difference between count and length function? Length is, okay, first of all, length is a function and count is a method. Okay, another thing is length gives you total number of characters in a string, but count gives number of occurrences of particular word which we are passing it to the count method. So this is the difference between both of them. It's pretty simple, but to make you, when you are preparing, you can just revise these notes and it will be very easy for you guys. Okay, the thing which we didn't cover yesterday is a type. It's a function. I don't remember if I covered it, but I will just take it now. So let's say no it here Radhe, and let's say what is the type of str. It gives you answer in the form of, it will give you answer in form of, it's a string. Type of str is a string, but let's say print. It's a class string. Okay, now if I say, even if you say here b, okay, and you just do it, you get class string. If you say a is equal to 100, okay, and you just define, if you want to know that what's the type what does this type means? I will type is a data type. Okay, here you get int. So the type function is used to define the data type. Okay, so that's the importance of type function. Now let's say, for example, another method. The method name is called format. What method? Format. That's the format method which we are going to look. So in format method, what happens is, this is like fill in the blanks, and that's what I call them. So because what happens is, let's define a variable called string variables called QWERTY. So QWERTY says that I am keyboard with keys and numbers. Okay, this is just for sample. Okay, nothing to do with your facts. Okay, now when I write this string and I say dot format, and then I say a comma b. Okay, now will this run, guys? No, this won't run. I have just defined this. Even I can, if I don't define it, I can just print it. Let's print it for the sake of convenience for now. And then let's define a is equal to 80 and let's say b equal to, see here there is no need of semicolons and all, everything is based on indentation. Okay, so now if I print this, what will happen? I am keyboard with 80 keys and 4 numbers. So fill in the blanks takes the variables sequentially. Okay, that's very obvious. Okay, that's what the format method does. Now we will talk about another method known as split method. So what is the split method, guys? Let's say str.split. Okay, and let's run this. So it separated no it with Radhe. Now another, I can use that str dot split, and I will say with dash. What happens now? Let's see. It separated no and it with Radhe, so it used the delimiter. This is very important, guys, when you are delimiter for CSV etc. data, when you are data fine tuning, it's very important. We'll see in later classes, advanced classes. Okay, so this is the split function, and tomorrow we'll cover data structures. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining.